So over here, you can see that I got this particular paragraph right here. And then for the key points that I see right here, I can select it and then click on the dots right here or numerical format right here. That is, I can follow a serial number. But let's say what I want to actually do is I want to go ahead and change the style of the bulleted and the numbered list right here. In that case, I need to go around over here onto paragraph, and here you can see that bullet and numbering is an option. Let me just go ahead and then minimize this out and then just go for bullet and numbering. So here you can see that the type right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, but you can go ahead and select other type, as you can see as well. You can go around over here and select out this one as well, just like this. So you can see that you even have, let's say for example, dot right here. So I can go ahead and replace it out with any other character like dash as well. And you can see that this is what you have. You can go ahead and add in an M dash around over here as well, and M space, as you can see right here as well, and change it out according to how you want right here. So you can see that the numbering start is at 1. I can even go ahead and change the number right here just like this and restart the numbering row right here. Let's say for example, from over here, if I were to go around, I can restart out the number and you can see that it restarts it out from 4, or I can go ahead and decrease the number as well, and you can see the change right here just like this. So let me just go around over here and select out this number style or maybe this number style, and then whatever you have, you can see that the number style changes out right there. So that is what you have. You can even go ahead and choose different sort of styles right here, like strong and then bold right here, as you can see right here. So these are the basic options. So this is what you have, and if I have a bulleted list right here, then you can see that I got a bullet right here simply, and I don't have any other character right here. But instead of this bullet, I can go ahead and add in any character. Like let's say for example, I can go ahead and say the bullet is going to be a dash, or I can say it's going to be a percentage, or let's say for example, it's going to be an asterisk right here. So you can add in anything to the bullet right here just like this. You can even go ahead right here and let's say for example, control out everything else. So you can see that that is what you have. You can even go ahead and then let's say for example, add in a space right here to add in space after the bullet list that you see as well. You can even go ahead right here and let's say for example, I can go around over here and then control out the indentation. So you can see that this is what you have. You can even go ahead and choose different sort of characters right here just like this by expanding it like white diamond and so forth to change out how the bullet point actually changes out. You can even select this out right here, let's say for example, and choose square right here just like this and control only those particular dots right here. And that is simply how you can go ahead and change out the bullet and numbering styles. And apart from that, over here you can see that I got the paragraph right here, but as soon as this paragraph ends, this line ends, the introduces actually goes to the next line. So to control that, you can actually use hyphenation and use auto hyphenation, and you can see that intro dash goes to the next line to make sure that whatever you see right here is controlled. You can go around over here and see that this is how it pushes it onto the next line. But you can actually go around over here and have a minimum and maximum suffix, right? For example, minimum suffix is 2. So if it is going to be 3, let's say for example right here, or minimum prefix is going to be, let's say 3, then unless it is 3 right here, it won't actually go to the next line. So this is 3, and actually it's 4, and the suffix is 6. You can see that this is what you have. You can even choose the hyphenation zone right here or capitalization zone so that it actually just hyphenates when it is in a certain range right here. So this is what you have as well. So you got the column end zone and everything else right here. Anyways, you can see that this is what you have. So you can even have minimum score right here until when the hyphenation is used, or you can disable hyphenation altogether as well. So let's say for example, I'm going to go ahead and change it. You got the hyphenation right here. So whenever you type in something right here just like this, then it goes into hyphenation. So I'm just going to go around and say wonderful right here just like this. And then you can see that as I were to go ahead right here, you can see that I can go around and see like how the hyphenation actually takes into place. So this is what I can do. I can disable it out altogether as well. So this is something you can go ahead and experiment with. So that is simply how you can go ahead and work around with bullets and numbering styles and hyphenation inside of Affinity to get the text as you want. So hope you found this video useful, and well, hope you like this video. Hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.